The men and women who deliver Alaska halibut and black cod to international markets are proud to produce high-quality foods. Longline cod products from Alaska rank among the world's finest seafoods. Having spent their lives in some of the most pristine waters on Earth, the Alaska halibut and black cod produced by the North Pacific Longline Fleet are 100% wild, natural, and nutritious. The lean white flesh, delicate flavor, and meaty texture of the world's largest flatfish make Alaska halibut a culinary delight. The fish are harvested from late February through mid-November and iced or frozen within hours of coming out of the water. 90% of the Alaska halibut harvest is delivered to North American consumers, with fresh product available throughout the fishing season and high-quality frozen halibut available year-round. To protect the stocks, no fishing occurs during the winter spawning season. Thanks to its rich oil content, Alaska black cod is exceptionally flavorful and an excellent fish for smoking. Indeed, most of the black cod consumed in this country is smoked. Chefs and food magazines are currently featuring black cod as one of their hot new menu selections. Bon Appetit rates the product as one of its top 10 new food items. Today, most black cod is long-lined in the cold, deep waters of the Bering Sea and Gulf of Alaska. Black cod represents a valuable source of high-quality protein. The omega-3 oils in the product are highly polyunsaturated and well-suited to low-cholesterol diets. In fact, the heart-healthy benefits of black cod are higher than those of salmon.
Have a great barbecue tonight.
I'll give you a report.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
While virtually all of Alaska's longline cod halibut is consumed in North America, 90% of the state's black cod harvest is shipped to consumers in Asia, primarily Japan. But industry organizations are working hard to develop North American markets. Alaska's longline fishermen and fisherwomen are proud to operate family businesses in an unspoiled wilderness, where the waters support some of the world's richest fishery resources and most productive commercial fisheries. Michael Dye has been a longline fisherman for 27 years.
I just love it. I absolutely love the adventure of it. There's no other way of conveying it except by camera, I suppose, being out here on the ocean. That's amazing.
Bill Sauer is skipper and part owner of the Christiana.
I've been fishing out here for about 24 years, and I still love the ocean. That's something I'll never be able to give up.
Their boats are family-owned and generally operate with 4 to 5 crew members. Michael Offerman represents a case in point.
Well, I'm the son-in-law. The owner is John Crowley. I'm the 4th generation halibut fisherman on the boat. His grandfather started it, so it's kind of nice to keep it in the family.
So does Jeff Peterson.
Yes, I'm a 3rd generation longlining fisherman. My grandfather, Mentor Peterson, was a longliner. He began fishing in the late 30s, early 40s, I believe. And my father, Jim Peterson, also started longlining as a teenager.
Their enterprise ranks among the world's best managed fisheries. The Marine Stewardship Council has certified that Pacific halibut and Alaska black cod longline operations represent sustainable commercial fisheries. Jim Humphreys is the Council's Regional Director for the Americas.
The Marine Stewardship Council's Fisheries Eco-Labeling Program recognizes fisheries that are sustainable and well managed. It's the leading global program in this area and represents the gold standard. The halibut and black cod longline fisheries underwent a rigorous third-party scientific assessment which showed that they met this standard. It's a wonderful achievement and recognition for these fisheries and for the fishermen involved.
I think that idea of the Marine Stewardship Council is really an excellent one because they put public pressure by their certification on sustainable fishery practices. And if people buy fish in restaurants or in grocery stores that are certified by the Marine Stewardship Council, and that becomes a public pressure to act responsibly in fishery management, that will have a big impact, I think, over time on the way people manage fish. So more power to that Marine Stewardship Council. They're very careful about how they do it, and they pay a lot of attention to their certification responsibilities, but it's a good thing to do.
The abundance of Alaska's groundfish stocks after more than a century of commercial fishing ranks among the most encouraging success stories in the history of marine resource conservation. Halibut and black cod resources represent proof positive that at least in a region like Alaska, where ocean and coastal habitats remain pristine, commercial longline fisheries and thriving fishery resources are entirely compatible. They also serve as tribute to the potential of modern fishery science and resource management in a world in which so many efforts at fishery conservation have failed. Aboard the ice boats that work the Gulf of Alaska, the fishermen head, gut, and pack their catches in flake ice before delivering to shore plants. There, the product is further processed and either frozen for shipment to international consumers or delivered to fresh markets across North America. After 120 years of operation, this fleet targets healthy halibut and black cod stocks that are at historically high and sustainable levels of abundance. The resources are conservatively managed based on careful marine science. Longlining, as practiced in Alaska, is a selective fishing technique. The gear and fishing methods are designed to maximize the catch of target species and to minimize the catch of unwanted species. Nevertheless, the operations occur in an environment that sustains a complex of animals that dwell in the oceans, along the adjacent coastlines, and even in the air. And fishermen are bound by strict regulations on what they can and cannot catch. Fishery managers use time and area closures and gear restrictions to minimize longline fishing impacts on non-target fish species. They limit fisheries to seasons of the year and to geographic locations, where bycatch of non-target species is likely to be minimal. Additionally, they may require fishermen to modify their gear to make it as selective as possible. Federal observers travel aboard the vessels to monitor the harvest, and when bycatch limits are reached, resource managers have the authority to curtail longline fishing operations in season, regardless of the economic consequences to the fleet. The fishermen practice careful release of fish they can't keep.
Before the fish even comes on the boat, you can turn the hook and it just pops right out of their mouth. It's just basically like catching and releasing a salmon or any other sport fishing species.
I have no desire to destroy things. I think the older I get, the less likely I am to do that. It's just a light footprint sort of idea.
Incidental take of marine mammals and seabirds is also carefully managed. Since 2001, the numbers of birds impacted by Alaska longline fishing operations have been reduced dramatically by technological innovations like the streamer lines that are now trailed behind the vessels as they set baited hooks. Managing halibut and black cod resources has been facilitated by a revolutionary event that occurred in 1995, when the North Pacific Fishery Management Council launched a bold experiment known as individual transferable quotas, or shares of the annual harvest opportunity based on each vessel's catch history. In other words, once fishery scientists had determined the sustainable yield for the upcoming season, and managers had established the harvest level that would be made available to the fleet, each vessel could harvest its quota shares at its own pace, or sell the quota to someone else. This revolutionary management tool has made the fishery safer, improved product quality, provided consumers with year-round access to improved, competitively priced product, and enhanced the ability of fishery managers to protect the stocks and the environment. It has led to low levels of bycatch, less impact on habitat, and high utilization of the target species.
So it's become much safer, much easier on the guys. We actually get some sleep now, and the fish quality has improved 100%.
You know, we're the best managed fishery in the world, especially with IQs now, where the race is over. You know, we have a big investment in the fishery with IQs, and we want to make sure that, you know, we keep it healthy and that there's something, you know, 10 or 20, 30 years from now.
Halibut and black cod longlining, Alaska style. They're fisheries that work.